Finally, Fortnite's 28.10 update is just around the corner and we already know everything that's in it. Today we cover all of that, ranging from V-Bucks you may be owed when the update goes live, the superstars that will come along with it, which skins these apply to and what they look like, all of the secret Solid Snake skin cosmetics, the February crew pack and map changes and future updates leading up to Chapter 5 Season 2, so stick around until the end to get all of that and more today. Stop, don't forget before you pick up the Battle Pass or anything from the shop, you enter code FM1 inside here, as it looks completely different now, but it definitely still works, being one of the shortest and easiest codes to enter out there. It would mean the world to me and my dog Charlie the charcoal pug, and I'm going to have to purchase another big cutout now, considering, yep, it looks different in the item shop. Last video I wanted to know the name of this, so here's a bunch of hearted comments on screen right now that got that right. Today, however, I want to know the name of this, so let me know down below in the comments, and if it gets hearted, it could be showed on screen in the next video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel, as after all, it only benefits you, with us gifting different subscribers every single day, with some proof of that recently on screen right now. Diving straight into it all, first and most importantly, today we were expecting the Peter Copter to be available in the quest rewards section. As you can see, it doesn't say coming in anymore, it says complete weekly quests weeks 7 to 9. We only need to do 4 to unlock the first reward, being the banner, so of course right now that's available from going over to our quests. As you can see, we have 6 available for week 7, but the additional week 8 quests unlock in 6 days when I'm recording. This means Peter Copter is sadly going to be locked until week 8, considering there's not enough challenges within week 7, only 6, to have a total of 8 completed unlocking this cosmetic, as we saw again literally at the start of the season as one of the seasonal trailers, him getting advice off of Meowscles, then giving him a slurp juice and, you know, becoming buff, gliding down onto the island in this memorable cinematic trailer. And for those wondering why he didn't come to Fortnite in his usual Family Guy form, Seth MacFarlane, the creator of Family Guy, had to say this.
It was great. I had to have somebody explain to me what the Fortnite is, and then I said, well, that sounds kind of cool. Yeah, why not? Let's do it. That's a lot of what my career is. Somebody explaining to me, how about this? And I say, what's that? And they explain it to me, and so that sounds kind of badass.
Peter Griffin is a boss on the map, and he's very hard to
He's very muscular in there,
yes.
right? I was told that like they didn't have the budget to create his actual body, so they had to like stick his head on. So it's like that TV Guide cover from the 90s where they put Oprah's head on Anne Margaret's body.
Yeah, exactly.
Anybody remember that?
And as for the final 3 quest rewards, as you can see, these are upcoming in 21 days when I'm recording on January 16th, which happens to land on February 4th, I believe. This Peter Griffin emoticon will be available straight away, considering it's the first of the 3, like the banner is available now, as you can see on the prior 3. To be honest, I never really pay too much attention to the quest rewards. The main thing I'm interested in are the bonus styles and also Solid Snakes unlocks. Before we hop into those though, from looking at the week 8 timer currently, which is ticking away just under 7 days when I'm recording January 16th once again. Although we've mentioned in other videos, yes, Dataminers determined a while ago that V28.10 is apparently upcoming on January 23rd, 2024, although they got back in office after the Winterfest break and event ended January 7th, which obviously Dataminers were able to determine. MyMonkey followed up with something very important about this update and why we are meant to be seeing on the 23rd when this week 8 timer ticks down till the next 28.10 update. He posted last night, tomorrow is the final set of quests for V28.0 1.01. V28.10 is set to release around the 23rd of this month. So with these week 8 quests not currently being in the files, we do need a downtime update instead of them simply being able to hotfix them into the game, as this would mean they're already in the files, but of course they aren't. Speaking of today's just hotfix not downtime update, what was also unvaulted as content that was already in there set to be enabled was the Crash Pad Junior item that's now available to use in Battle Royale. I don't think I'll be using these, considering I just love the transition of changing any car or most cars I enter into the Lamborghini skin, which we actually may be owed a refund for once Epic Games do update the game again, which we've got to mention in just a second. When this is available too, fun fact, it does come in its own Lamborghini series in the item shop. But speaking of the item shop in itself, many people since even Winterfest release have been disappointed with the rotations, as we're still owed this version of Eevee and Star Oakley in the item shop that were added in the 28.0 1.01 update. Maybe Epic Games are feeling overwhelmed right now, and the reason I say that is because they've literally changed the item shop entirely to not have an exact refresh point, you know how we usually see every day. Hypex came out stating item shop update. Fortnite has removed the item shop countdown and instead added this text to the item shop info button, so we might start seeing midday shop changes more often. He quotes, the shop refreshes every day, usually at 7 PM ET, which is midnight GMT in the UK for me anyways. Since Peely's gone missing this season, we're having to contend with Fish Stick being what we see when we open up this information section. I'm just kidding, of course, Fish Stick is an item shop skin and Peely isn't. Can we just get a like for overall tier 40 27 in the Season 8 of Chapter 1 Battle Pass, where Peely was initially born or introduced to Fortnite as a character. Back then the Battle Pass looked so different, but as for looking at this one anyways, particularly to do with Solid Snake, despite him being shown for the first time right here in the Chapter 5 Season 1 trailer, not exactly making him a secret skin anymore considering he got revealed the first day, Epic Games have indeed reverted to what they did with the two-page system for the secret or unlockable skins, such as what we saw with Geralt of Rivia and Paradise Meowscles, instead of the one-page system like we saw for the collab skins being Eren Yeager and Ahsoka Tano, with it stating everything is coming on the 16th when I'm recording in 7 days on page 1 and both 2. This happens to land on January 23rd, but right now from going over to fmbr.co, none of these cosmetics are actually in the files ready to hotfix into the game or simply go live. For those that don't know, fmbr.co has all the current in the files unreleased cosmetics, some of which have been in here for literally years. Anyways, right now on screen here are all the cosmetics that we do know of, and a first for a secret or unlockable skin, believe it or not, this season is the fact we get 3 styles for Solid Snake. I don't know where these were leaked on these images, but they are legit. Something that tells us these are leaked images early that we weren't meant to see is the fact the smaller cosmetics are repeated over 2 of the styles that had the same kind of dimension display, which leaves on this section of his 2 pages, taken into account we're seeing 3 styles and the final question mark on page 2 being one of those. Literally there's only 4 cosmetics that we don't currently know of, which again we're going to be finding out for the first time in 28.10. In terms of 28.10, something we're also going to be finding out about are the bonus rewards finally, or should I say super styles, considering right now we already have Golden Peter Griffin, taken from this episode of Family Guy but introduced in his buff form that they've had to create him in, that we've already shown the clip of Seth MacFarlane explaining. Again, when I'm recording January 16th, these are upcoming in 9 days, which obviously means 2 days technically after Solid Snake releases on the 23rd being the 25th. This could either change to the 23rd when we're expecting 28.10, or either way we'll see all of those revealed as data miners will pull them out of the files as they'll have to be updated in. Unlike Season OG where we literally saw only 3 actual styles on here revamped in gold, as we usually see this as the final page of the 7 bonus style rewards. For instance, the last full season where we did see this was with Chapter 4 Season 4 Last Resort, and the gold styles going all the way up to level 200 where we unlocked Gold Kato Thorn. I'm guessing we're going to be seeing, because of this trait, gold applied to page 7, or should I say the kind of final levels going up to level 200 max of these super styles, but this kind of takes Peter Griffin out of the equation considering he's already got his gold suit or plated form to receive any of these stages of super styles, and with us knowing Solid Snake being the secret or unlockable skin can't be applied here, that literally leaves a possible 6 of the 8 Battle Pass skins to be revamped throughout these 3 stages, all remaining the same on pages 5, 6 and 7. Here are the 5 I'd like to see revamped on screen out of the ones that possibly could be based off what I've said, so let me know down below in the comments your 5 or if you agree with mine. Although it seems like yesterday we were watching the firework display in the sky entering 2024 within Fortnite, and because of that the January crew pack releasing for the first month, as 28.10 we've already determined will be occurring around if not on the 23rd, where before February this means in the files it will contain the February crew pack skin and of course all the different cosmetics surrounding it, including the 1000 V-Bucks, and don't forget the legacy styles, which seems to be a thing now with every single crew pack. Don't forget, after 28.10 and it getting leaked in the files, Epic Games will post across social media and change the in-game tab of the crew section to actually confirm whatever skin out of the ones leaked is upcoming as the next Fortnite crew in February. And speaking of the month of February, it doesn't look like after 28.10 we're going to have to wait long at all for the next update, 28.20. Sheeta posted on January 14th, these are the most likely release dates for the remaining updates of the season: 28.10 January 23rd, 28.20 February 6th, and then 28.30 February 20th, before Chapter 5 Season 2 of course on March 8th, which we can see right now on the Battle Pass. Unlike the prior first seasons of a chapter in the past that we've seen, of course not having a live event, it seems Chapter 5 Season 1 could be breaking this cycle, as Not Jules Dev, a data miner with some inside information sometimes, came out stating theory, according to the API, Chapter 5 Season 1 ends March 8th, while Chapter 5 Season 2 starts March 9th. This is either a really long downtime, a placeholder, or possibly a live event. Personally, I think it'll be a placeholder, considering it seems we're seeing annual live events now to transition us into each new chapter, not only like Fracture, but also the Big Bang live event, which wasn't entirely lore based anyways, although we had lore developments leading up to that with the Time Machine reaching the rocket and then launching. Either way, if we are to see a live event, developments or indications toward one happening, and a code name should be found in the files within 28.10, so keep your eyes peeled for that. As for map changes, we know definitely are going to be happening, as Egyptian Leak has stated, in case you didn't know, the snow will melt with the second part of this season, as hinted in the blog post. We can see the map with less snow displayed on some screens near some train stations. From going into game and replay mode, I can confirm this is true, with obviously the snow being way dialed back from the lavish lair section. Regarding one of the other 3 modes added for Chapter 5 launching within Fortnite, as Hypex stated, Fortnite will now drop new jam tracks every Thursday, and soon you will be able to use them as lobby music packs. Which artists or songs would you like to see in game? Well, we know the next ones we're going to be seeing, as Sheena posted, new jam tracks dropping on Thursday, this of course meaning the 18th of January, being Bastille Pompeii and Glass Animals Heatwaves. Although we do have these modes whilst we're waiting for 28.10, many of you may have wanted to go outside and actually touch grass, but Fortnite were actually meant to have a challenge that they scrapped now according to Hypex and other data miners, stating that we need to spend 5 minutes touching grass as a quest which was meant to come out January 9. If they do add this in the future, hopefully it's something we can do over time progressively across different games instead of having to, hold down F or whatever interactive button for 5 total minutes since the start in one particular game. With more cosmetics or skins being added into the files that we'll be able to view early on fnbr.co in 28.10, considering there'll be multiple, maybe one of these we'll be able to get for free if you already own the Lamborghini car, considering when it came to the item shop for the first time, for those that didn't know, it's 3,500 V-Bucks, and other cars originally got deducted in terms of their initial pricing due to backlash from the community on social media. According to data miners, we may be seeing a 1,500 V-Buck refund for the Lamborghini, considering in Rocket League it's priced at the equivalent of what it would cost for 2,000 V-Bucks. With this being a 1,500 V-Buck refund, maybe we can expect to be seeing this on our account and then be able to spend 1,500 V-Bucks on a new skin that is leaked in 28.10 or comes to the item shop. Maybe the F1 skins are finally re-added, considering they were taken out of the files in one of the recent updates, whether it's v28.01 or v28.01.01, but as you can see, there was a male and female bundle section with some other miscellaneous items. And speaking of the item shop, considering we already mentioned about the change to the rotation timer, Sheena followed up with the fact that this is not a glitch according to Fortnite, so if there is ever an early item shop reset again in the future, we'll likely not know about it until the shop actually changes with this interaction attached. Somebody asked, can you fix the item shop timer please? It has to be a glitch. They responded, Fortnite status, hi Adam, the item shop timer is not a glitch, it's intended. After this update you should find the reset time in the info button at the bottom. Drop a like if you want Epic Games to revert this, and subscribe with all notifications turned on to find out as soon as they do, if they do. Enter code FM1 now in time for 28.10 dropping with all the new cosmetics contained within it. But speaking of other videos, click either of these YouTube's recommended you whilst you wait for the very next one I do publish on the channel.